Nicholas or Anita. Anita, are you there?
Okay. Can you hear me, Fred?
Yes. Okay. Nancy's here. All right. We're having some technical difficulties. Apologize for that, but we're going to get through this. So go ahead, Nancy.
Okay. I apologize. That was my fault of entering a wrong number. I could hear you guys, but you couldn't hear me. I'm pretty emotional, so I'm sorry, I'll try to get through it. I've been in a couple of car accidents, and I have quite a bit of pain. I've been to several doctors, and I also, the back doctor and the doctor that did surgery on my neck said there wasn't anything else he could do, so he's sent me to a pain management clinic. And so I go there every 3 months, and I get back injections, and they have me on oxycodone, 6 a day, and also on morphine, and I take one every 12 hours. So it's an extended release, so it can stay in my body until I take the next dose of my pain medicine, other pain medicine. Well, Fred has been telling me that he was going to be having something else come in, and he said he would send me a sample as soon as it came because he had told me what it was, and I told him that my son and I have been trying different CBD oils, and we've been experimenting and ordering different ones, going to the different stores and purchasing different ones because there's, just some work better than others. We were just kept trying and trying. My son, he has a strenuous job, a stressful job. He's a crane operator up high above everyone, and so he has to be real careful. Well, he gets stressed, but he doesn't take any types of medication. So he was looking for the CBD oil to help him. And so that's why he has tried so many different ones and trying to help relax him. And he found something that he thought would, be okay, but he was having to use quite a bit of it. And he would always give it to me when I came over to his house to help me relax and then also with my pain. My husband has the early onset of Alzheimer's, so that's another just a stressful part also, that my son is always trying to help me to relax. I've tried to get my husband to take some too, but he never wanted to. He tried it once, but he wouldn't do it anymore. Yesterday, I had an appointment at the pain management clinic, and I went, and they set me up for more back injections because they said that I couldn't be on any more pain medications, and this wasn't working, so they set me up for injections. In 4 weeks, I go back for my back injections, and it just gets expensive to try to be able to afford all that. But when I got home from that, Fred had sent the sample to me, and I called him. I was really excited to try it, and him and Kim told me how to use it and how much to use. And so I started it, and I took 20 milligrams first, and I was pretty stressed trying to get things done and get to one of my grandson's basketball games. And I was kind of dreading that because when I sit on the bleachers, then I'm in a lot more pain, but I want to be there for the grandchildren too. So I put the CBD oil sample that Fred and Kim sent me, I put it under my tongue, 20 milligrams, and I left it under my tongue. They said to do it as long as you could, and 10 to 15 minutes if you could. So I did it, and then I walked out the door and went to the ball game. And by the time I got there, then I was drinking my water going in. I left it under my tongue for between 10 to 15 minutes. Excuse me. And it relaxed me. Actually, before I even swallowed it, I started relaxing on the way there. I could just feel a calmness come over me. And so when I got there and couldn't find a parking place, I was driving around and around, but I wasn't stressed. It was just calming me. And I got in there, and my son wasn't thinking, and he sat about 3/4 of the way up in the bleachers. And I thought, oh, my goodness, how am I going to do this? But anyway, I got up there and sat and watched the game. And when I came down off the bleachers, I knew how bad it was going to be, but it wasn't. I was amazed. I couldn't believe that I wasn't in all that pain. I came down from there. I had brought it with me because I wanted my son to try it, because we've tried so many different ones. And I went over to his house and gave him a 20 milligram dose under his tongue. And I said, I'm going to take another one. So I did. I had just a little bit of pain because I slipped on the ice when we were leaving. My son did too. And so we had a little bit of pain from that on our knee and on our back. And so we took that and, held it under our tongue. And then it was just like at the same time, we just looked at each other, and it was like, oh, my gosh. We just felt it kind of just a sensation that just came all over our bodies. And the knee pain, the back pain, all of it was gone. And my son said, oh, my gosh, Mom, he said, I just felt all my stress leave. And he said, I'm not stressed. He said, this product is amazing. He said, tell Uncle Fred to send me a sample too. He said, I can't believe this. And we just kept talking about it. And then after I left and came home, I gave some to my husband, because when I got home, he was unhappy. He was stressed out, and his forehead was wrinkled, and he was just real tense talking. He was shaking. And so I told him he was going to try this. So he did, and he got relaxed. Within 10 to 15 minutes, he just started relaxing. His forehead wasn't tight and wrinkled up and, just all stressed out. And within 20 minutes, within 20 minutes, he had a smile on his face. He was talking, and it seemed like the husband I married was back again. I'm sorry. I was just in awe. I couldn't believe how it worked for him. That's all he had to have was the one dose, and it just calmed him and just relieved all the stress. My son called me just about an hour and a half later. He said, Mom, I ate a couple pieces of pizza. I was hesitant because I said I wanted to make sure that CBD oil stayed in my system and I wasn't wiping it out with food. But he said, I couldn't believe it. He said, I ate 2 pieces of pizza, and he said, I got up to go throw my plate away, and he said, I just had that sensation come all over my body again. He said, I could feel it like it was going from my head, down my torso, down my arms, down my legs. And he said it was just a very relaxing, calming, and he said, still no pain. And I told him, I said, Robbie, this is amazing. And I said, I just had the same thing happen to me because I had just ate a little sandwich because I was hungry too. And I said that it just happened to me too. And so I just want to say that I am just so grateful for this because I am on oxycodone. I'm prescribed 6 oxycodone a day and 2 morphine tablets a day. And today I have only had 1 oxycodone pain pill, and I'm pain-free. And I want to thank Fred and Kim for finding this and letting me try it because it is amazing. I have been in so much pain. I can't do a lot of things because I'm in so much pain. And if I want to do things with the grandkids, I have to take more pain medication so I can do it. And today I got up, I used 20 milligrams of the CBD oil. I laid back down. I could feel some of the pain going away. But when I got up, I still had some pain. So it was an hour later, 45 minutes later, I took another 20 milligram dose. And I laid back down, and in 20 minutes, I was up and doing things. And I had no pain medication. I didn't end up taking a pain pill until later in the day, and it was because I was I was doing way too much because I felt so good, but I had a limitation, and I have scoliosis now, and so I had some deep pain in my back that the doctor said that it's so bad that there's nothing they could do for it. But I had most all of my pain was gone, except a little bit yet in my back. And so I took a pain pill to try it to see what would happen. That took the rest of the pain away. But in 4 hours, time to take another pain pill, I didn't have to take a pain pill, and I didn't have to do any more CBD oil either. I did take one tonight after I got home from the grocery store because I was there too long. But I came home, I was still just fine, but I thought I'm trying to relax because I'm going to be on the call. So I was getting a little stressed because I knew I was so emotional about it. So I took one more 20 milligram tonight, probably about 7 o'clock, and I haven't had any pain medication or any more of the CBD oil since then. So I've had 3 doses today and 1 pain pill, and I am simply amazed. I can't hardly wait to tell the doctor that I'm not going for the injections in 4 weeks, and I want to tell him why and what's happening with my body with this CBD oil. So I'm just grateful and blessed to be able to be on, to be able to try the sample that Fred and Kim sent me to let them know how good it is. Thank you, Fred and Kim.
You're welcome, Nancy. Thank you so much. What a tearjerker. I warned you were going to need Kleenex, and Kim was fighting back tears, and so was I, even though we had heard this story before. It's just so touching. As I have said so many times, a reward more valuable than gold is knowing you have helped someone live a better life. And this is why we're doing what we do, and we need your help to reach more people like Nancy, to let them know that they don't have to suffer. There is a way. And again, it's not going to be just with the CBD oil, as Nancy said when she mentioned drinking her water. You know what kind of water she's drinking. She's my sister. So yes. You know what she's putting into water.
Yes.
Oh, Nancy, that was amazing. Thank you for sharing that.